Jump to verse 48. Verse 48. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies. Thou shalt serve thine enemies. We are serving our enemies right now. Go ahead. Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger. And hunger again. When you get ready to go get something to eat, your enemy owns the grocery store. It's the Chaldeans or the Arabs, whichever one you want. Go ahead. And in thirst. And in thirst. Same thing. Go ahead. And in nakedness. And in nakedness. We don't own no clothing stores. We don't own none of it. So you gotta, in hungerness, in nakedness, and the want of all things, we gotta go to our enemy to get it. Go ahead. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. This happened in slavery. This happened directly in slavery. Go look at the pictures. You will see it. Nobody else but us. We, go ahead, until we have destroyed you. Go ahead. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far. The Lord shall bring a nation against you from far. Well, again, when we was on the other side of the world, America was very, very far. Go ahead. A nation, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth. From the end of the earth. Now I ask y'all, what's the American bird? What's the symbol of America? What bird is it? The eagle. Go ahead, read. As swift as the eagle flyeth. As swift as the eagle flyeth. That's talking about this place. They pass it down. The eagle been passed to America now. Go ahead. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce countenance that shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. So they don't care if you old or you young. It's no favor with these people. It doesn't matter. And they make you hate your own. That's why they can rob this old man, push him down in the gas station, and nobody don't even care. Step right over him. Move what this man standing out here for. Move right away. They gave you the same mentality that you hate your own people. Complete foolishness, man. Madness. See? And he shall eat the fruit of thy land, of thy cattle, and the fruit of thy land, until thou be destroyed. We jump down to verse 54. Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you, this means young or delicate, go ahead, and very delicate. His eyes shall be evil toward his brother. His eyes shall be evil towards who? Toward his brother. This covers your black on black crime. Evil towards his brother, go ahead, and toward the wife of his bosom. And toward the wife of his bosom. And toward the remnant of his children, which shall he what? Which he shall lead. Which he shall lead. This is why we got so many fatherless children. The man ain't in the home no more. It's all types of combinations that they put on you to bring this forth. All types of them. Jump to verse 58. Verse 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book. In what book? In this book. Go ahead. That thou mayest fear the glorious and fearful name, the Most High thy power. Go ahead. Then the Most High will make thy plagues wonderful. Make thy plagues wonderful. Now you ever watch TV, they'll tell you off the top that the sickest people are the so-called African Americans. They'll tell you right off the top, African Americans are more than 60% likely to catch AIDS or syphilis or whatever it is than their white counterparts. Why is that? Go ahead, read. and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues of long continuance, and sore sicknesses. And sore what? And sore sicknesses. This is why you are so-called the sickest people right here, because you didn't obey. Because we didn't obey. Go ahead, read. And of long continuance. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, all of the diseases of Egypt, go ahead, which thou was afraid of. So we was afraid of these things when we were in Egypt. Go ahead, and they shall cleave unto you, stick to you. Go ahead. Also, every sickness and every plague, every sickness and every plague, go ahead, which is not written in the book of this law, that is not written in this book. Now we know AIDS is not written in this book. Cancer is not written in this book. All these things like this are not written. The Ebola virus is not written in this book. But this is what it's talking about. Go ahead. Them will the Lord bring upon thee until you be destroyed. Until you be destroyed. History repeats itself. So we're doing nothing but repeating it. And by us not knowing history, we just constantly repeating it. Again, we just listening to these lying, crooked pastors, and they not teaching you nothing, like the brother said, nothing but a feel-good message. You never learn anything. Shalom, brother. We the children of Israel, man. We the people of the book. Moses looked just like us. Isaiah, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, the Messiah himself, whom you call Jesus, looked just like us. Not that white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. Give me Revelations 1 and 14. And don't let nobody tell you it don't matter. People always come with that foolishness. It don't matter what color he is. He came for everybody. He loved everybody. A complete lie. If it don't matter, why in your church they got him painted as a white man? It do matter. You came off the slave ships and they gave you this. Go ahead. Revelations 1 and 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Were white like wool. Every time you see a picture of him, he got blonde hair. What color was his hair? White like wool. White like wool. Y'all tell me, who the people walking the face of the earth who got hair like wool? Only one people. Go ahead. As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. His eyes was blue. Was as a flame of fire. His eyes was blue. Was as a flame of fire. When I see the pictures in the church, his eyes blue. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Come on, man. You making that up. His eyes was blue. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Go ahead. And his feet like unto fine brass. What color was brass, anybody? Brown. Brown. Right. Read that again. And his feet like unto fine brass. As fine brass. As what? As if they had burned in a furnace. If I burn this bag, what color is going to turn out? Black. It's going to turn black. Don't let nobody fool you, man, and not know who you are. We the people of this book. We the people of this book. There's biblical prophecy that we was coming over here and to serve our enemies and to go into slavery. So again, his head and his hairs are white like wool. And his feet like fine brass as if they burned in a furnace. So you are the people of the book. You've been tricked out of it. Give me Jeremiah 17. Give me Jeremiah 17 and 4. Jeremiah 17 and 4. You've been tricked out of your heritage, out of your culture. You've been given their heritage and their culture. This is why you ask a Chinese man his name, they ask you his name. If he were to tell you his last name was Smith or John, you look at him like he crazy. You look at him like he crazy. That's why you can't get the mic. That's why you couldn't get the mic, brother. Because you got that loose juice in you.